Two and two is four, four and four is eight, eight and eight is 16, 16 and 16 are 32. Two and two is four, four and four is eight, eight and eight is 16, 16 and 16 are 32.
Wonderland. The legend lives fiance in glass. I want to run, a fugitive from the shops. They're full of props, plastic. I'm so stuck in a stick. I'm so stuck in a stick. So I'm black and white, not grey and
Okay, yeah, stuck on a memory stick.
Where did you get the title for Stuck on a Stick?
I had a dream. I don't know if you remember, I was very much into my Adam and the Ants bootlegs at the time, and I had a dream where I got a new Adam and the Ants bootleg, and there was a song I'd never heard on it called Stuck on a Stick. So I woke up and wrote it.
That's about as good a genesis as a song could have, I reckon.
Yeah, there was I had another one as well, which was called Pointlet on a Big Point.
No, I'm glad you went with Stuck on a Stick.
Well, the problem, apart from anything, is it's two things on her, so I didn't think I could really do that again.
On a point, that could have been the dub remix on the B-side.
Possibly,
if we'd ever done dub remixes.
Yeah, so Stuck on a Stick was as simple as that, really. It was just sort of a weird title. It didn't actually mean anything.
I'd always wondered whether it did mean anything. But I think it's sort of... it's one of those things that actually, when you sort of look at the phrase, it doesn't mean anything, but it worked in the context of the song. I think it's the song's actually quite clear what it's about, even if it's difficult to explain.
I think the sort of running away from the shops full of props and plastic tops and so on, I think that kind of... I hope that was quite sort of clearly catching the anti-consumerist vibe, if you like. Although it almost seems, to use words like anti-consumerist, always seems to be kind of restricting the sort of lyrics in a way that I didn't really want them to be restricted, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's all about not being pinned down, isn't it? That's how I've seen it.
It was, it's right. Yeah, it was sort of trying to express emotions without actually kind of turning them into dogma. Yeah, I guess.
I think what I liked about that song, which it's only just occurred to me that a lot of anyone who never saw us live wouldn't necessarily realise this, is that the bit in the middle. When we played the song live, didn't have any set length.
Or set lyrics, actually. No,
it was actually... well, my recollection, which I don't know if it's accurate, but my recollection is that I had certainly seen a film of the Doors playing at the Roundhouse, and had just been completely struck by the way that the bits of the songs didn't have any set length. They were just playing, and Jim Morrison was doing whatever he was doing. And I remember, actually, it must have been in some other film about the Doors, that the drummer was saying how he used to punctuate on the basis of he'd listened to Jim Morrison and would actually play him. What a great example to drummers, if only other drummers just followed what people were doing instead of trying to dictate. But anyway, and that was the inspiration behind that bit of Stuck on a Stick. And as far as I can remember, it was always the idea that this thing had no particular set length and you would do some kind of...
It's interesting that whilst you were sort of imagining the Doors, for me it was all about Dexys. All about that kind of... Exactly what you're saying, really, just kind of make it up as you go along and just feeling when the time was right to take it to the bridge. And... whatever that means. I don't actually know what that means, but it seems to be what they say at those moments.
But that was also what was great, was because none of us were, particularly when we first started, and that was one of our first songs when we were gigging. None of us were particularly good musicians, so it was quite a challenge to get to the point where we've gone out of that and we've all done the right thing at the right time. And it was always an achievement when it worked, and I think that made it better because there was always this tension, and we were all sort of looking at not so much you, but me and whoever was playing guitar and Bill would be looking at each other and making sure that we actually tried to get to the right point at the right time, and would it build up in the right way, and that was there was an excitement to doing that, which I think always came across in the performance of it. One of the reasons why it's such a good live song.
My one massive regret I have really is that we couldn't just have had Claire, who did the backing vocals on the record, doing it live with us, because I think she added a kind of a colour that just wasn't there without her.
Yeah.
And I wonder what ever happened to her.
I was wondering about that today.
I really like